JoannaTries is playing.
Okay, thanks for letting me comment it.
Yeah, we have another match going on. If you'd like to commentate that, the match
Oh,
is
okay.
1-0 so far. So JoannaTries and llouci is the team. I will update my stream title. Ekrank, EKRANK.
Okay, I think I need to go now. So.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much for commentating with us.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Let's see. So are you still here, Chewy? Or did Chewy have to leave too? Okay, yeah. So the colors on chess.com are random rather than alternating. So JoannaTries and Pepe Lu are winning 2-0. And according to ratings, they ought to be slight underdogs. Or no, I'm sorry. Yeah, they should be slight underdogs according to the ratings. But this is very close as far as ratings. Pepe Lu has a lot of experience at Crazy House, and that experience obviously translates well to Bug House. I think in general, when he plays Bug House, he partners JoannaTries a lot, so he's used to her style, which can be an advantage for sure. So JoannaTries probably in general sacks a little bit more than she should. Oh, this is interesting. Bishop check, take the rook, and this is game over. Yeah, the rook mates for Pepe Lu. For sure they're on voice. Snakes is saying Joanna and Pepe the number 2 seed in their group. The people they're playing, are they the number 1 seed? Or is the ratings just not updated? Or is seeding based on average rating or the top rating? Because we have like a rating differential here where Joanna is lower than both players and Pepe is higher than both players. They're playing the number 1 seed. Okay. And by the way, I rated JoannaTries stream yesterday, and they talked about their match, and they seemed to think that it would be a blowout, that they would just didn't have very much of a chance. But clearly, it's not a blowout. Okay, so I like a pawn one of these two places. I think she really needs to either put a pawn on g7 or to prevent this bishop from coming in, because the danger is that, okay, pawn at g7 is fine. The danger was pawn at g7, rook over, bishop takes. Okay, JoannaTries is potentially winning a piece. Oh, I think you take the bishop first, but either way seems okay. Oh, Pepe is reasonably safe. So now knight plus rook, which would mate for Pepe, but he's not going to wait for it. And he shouldn't wait. He should just keep rolling. King over is actually fine because we can't see bishop at h6. There's already a pawn there. Scary Snakes, I don't know if you're available to commentate yet, but would love to have commentary from you. I think everyone has left me here, so I'm going to go back to the Bug House World Championship Discord in the organizer channel. If you want to join there, you're welcome to. So Pepe Lu down a little bit of time. He's going to have to roll out some moves. But Pepe is quite good at chess, so I'm sure he can come up with something. Maybe c3, because b2 is hanging, and he did find that. He has to watch g3 a little bit, maybe pull back this bishop. Oh, but I guess the knight is hit as well. Yeah, he probably should have just taken the knight since he was losing it. And oh, this works too. That's reasonable. So it ended up being a trade, and now he's gaining a pawn. So this is fine. gaining more pawns. More the merrier. Bishop takes. I assume you don't want to create more weaknesses. You can take this. So bishop can take, queen will be pinned. That's not the end of the world. Also, king back would be fine. Just gonna unfollow return to the lagger. Gary Snake is saying there might be muted while he's shooting. That's fine. Pawn takes bishop, followed by bishop at, and if the queen moves away, pawn at g7. Seems quite good for chessmaster. I think with this advantage, probably the chessmaster team will rack up their first win. But maybe Joanna can find a way to wiggle out of this. Unfortunately, Pepe doesn't have much of an attack. He had an attack on his... Oh, that was a mistake. Bishop takes pawn, queen takes. It's going to be a much better result for her than the alternative. Oh, don't like that. Now a rook mates. Oh, just king over. Maybe Pepe can hold the rook. He's getting safe, but that could be a problem. I don't think this check does much, unfortunately. Probably needs to sack the
how's it
queen.
going, Joe?
Hey, it's going well. Oh, a knight is being lost. So now, like, knight at e7 could be a threat if the queen moves away. This is interesting. I don't think it leads anywhere, though. I think she's just kind of throwing pieces at this point. She's throwing in checks, but I don't think they helped. The Pepe just threw away a pawn. I think pawn at d7 is probably more accurate to try to promote a pawn. Yeah, I don't see any chances for them, for the JoannaTries team this game. But they're still up. Even if they lose this, they would be up 3-1.
Beautiful. Chessmaster had made in 1. He's still going to end up winning the game. That was a nice sequence with queen at e8. That was a very nice mate.
Queen at...
It's a shame that he didn't finish it.
Oh my god, how is she still alive?
She's not. It's over. It's over.
Okay. Yeah, but queen at g5, queen at g5, she could have lived a little bit longer. But yeah.
By the grace of chessmaster5000t, she survived for that.
Yeah. Pepe was about to flag anyway. Or sorry, about to be mated.
Both statements were true. Yeah. So despite the seeding, Pepe Lu and Joanna are actually number 2 seed in the group, but I would have had them slight favorites going into this match. And while Joanna's rating is 1400 in Buckhouse, it's very deceptive. She's a much stronger Crazy House player than that. And I think Crazy House skills transfer a lot in Buckhouse, especially at this level.
So JoannaTries and Pepe Lu seem very concerned about the fact that they're getting 2 whites or 2 blacks in a row. They clearly would like it to be alternated. They don't have much experience on chess.com where that is not a thing. There are some other chess sites that have equality of whites and blacks. Chess.com is not like that. Okay, there is a pawn at g7 is a threat. That's going to be pretty bad for JoannaTries. This is the way at least not... Oh, actually, bishop takes knight. For chessmaster5000.
That's crushing, yeah. We'll see if he finds it here. I think that's game winning, actually.
Yeah, he's stalling, so I'm sure he's going to find it eventually.
Yeah, he's sitting for his opponent. Or, I'm sorry, for his partner. Yeah, and he finds it, and I think Joanna's position is dead lost.
Yeah. I mean, so I actually take, and then probably, yeah, king d7. But then, like, pawn at h7.
That's unnecessary. Have you not caused enough pain? Oh, Joanna decides to ignore literally everything. That sounds like my strategy.
But the rook interpose is helpful. I think this was actually turned out to be a good defense from her.
Yeah, the rook definitely helps, though it did slow down her partner's attack a lot. Pepe Lu giving up the bishop for the rook on f8. This is usually going to really cut down your attacking chances.
I like knight takes knight for Pepe. It does offer a queen trade, but honestly, I think Joanna is safe enough now. Oh, actually, maybe they want the knight for like g7.
Ekrank says, "I insist you take my queen."
Okay, so Pepe has a lot of maiden chances here if he gets a few things, and he is up time. So pawn plus bishop would be very good for him. Like I like pawn at h6. If knight takes, then you have bishop at f3, king back, knight takes knight is mate. If knight doesn't take, if king back, you have knight check. Then you could put a bishop or pawn at g7.
Yeah, enough diags are definitely just going to be mating here.
Yeah, that diags are pretty crushing. The question is, can JoannaTries take diags? I think she could take d5. That's very risky for her, but like that's one way to try to get some diags.
Yeah,
Knights,
taking e5 does not look like it.
Knights are more immediately available to her. Like,
I don't like this decision from chessmaster.
Really weird. Just rook takes bishop seems fine.
Yeah, although on the other board, Pepe Lu seems
that's a
fake.
That's a fake queen, though. Let's keep that in mind. Maybe Pepe thought it was a real queen. But this is a real queen. Oh, I would have put a queen in there because the queen trade was good for Pepe. Honestly, if there was a queen there, then that was probably game winning for them. This is looking pretty bad for them. Maybe bishop takes knight. Okay, so a
knight
rook
mates for Pepe, but he's down time. This is just
rook mates for chessmaster.
I think they see it. That's why Ekrank goes queen at f5, trying to force the rook. Oh, Pepe doesn't see it.
He might have seen it, but realized there was no way to hold it. That's unfortunate for them. If Joanna tries to drop a queen instead of a bishop there, I think she could have forced the queen trade, which won for Pepe.
Yeah, even if Pepe weren't attacking, when you're defending like that, really using the queen is your best defender.
Right, right, for sure.
There are certain circumstances where you want to hold on to the queen, but usually when you're defending, if it's possible to get your queen on the board, you want to get your queen on the board.
So chessmaster, in situations like this, there's some funny ideas that people don't often see. Pawn at g3 is like a savage move that people often don't play. But when the rook file is open, you don't have h takes g3 available. So Pepe's trying to make something happen, but L rank is fairly safe. Oh, JoannaTries has created a weakness on g7. You may just put a pawn there. Okay. The queen trade is fine.
Yeah, chessmaster looks pretty safe here.
I wouldn't go that far.
Well, not immediately dying, but yeah,
that's a good
G7
that's a good development move for Joanna. I like it. So yeah, if Joanna had a pawn at g7 would be quite good. But in the what? Oh, that's actually a funny move because if pawn took that, then you have knight at d5. Okay, retreat the bishop. Retreat the bishop. Oh, Joanna looking to trade the queens, which I guess benefits her partner Pepe, so makes sense. Oh, well, queen mates. So, but chessmaster is up an enormous amount of time.
So this is a lot of time, But Pepe has a very safe king and an easy chess position to
maybe
play.
maybe knight d5 to threaten knight c3.
Yeah, that looks strong.
Okay.
I don't like knight a2 because it's losing a piece.
Yeah.
So when you're playing a position like this where you're just playing chess, that's the time to stop attacking and just play good chess moves. Although he gets a rook for the 2 pieces, so it's not the end of the world. The bigger problem for ekrank here is he needs to develop his remaining pieces.
Yeah. I don't know what ekrank's chess rating is. Maybe.
I don't think that's the turn where you wanted the trades because there's no counterattack. You can go knight e7 and take my rook, but who cares? And if you go knight h6 to try and do the classic mating pattern, my rook is actually defending all the way from c6.
Yeah, this looks fine for Pepe. And actually, if knight takes rook, maybe you don't take back. Like a knight for c4 would be quite good. I guess that's hard for Joanna to get.
Is never coming,
All
but
right.
even just bishop at b2 and
Oh, that's
you never enough
a good
pieces to mate
defensive
me.
move. What does this accomplish? I mean, I guess you're attacking the rook, but like d1 isn't really threatened.
I think his idea is rook takes c3 followed by
I see. Yeah, that makes sense.
ekrank says no.
Yeah, so bishop at f6 could be interesting to attack the knight and also provide some king defense. Can I just take that rook?
Shock. I love how your brain works.
It's a rook. I like rooks.
I love that you always have your priorities straight. Like the world could be burning in flames around you. Like that's a free rook, though, right? Whoa! When did this happen? Joanna and Pepe are up 30 seconds. Weren't they down 30 seconds like
They
a blink
were.
of an eye ago?
They were. Now that's mate for Pepe. Or no, it's not mate. I'm sorry. The rook covers. But just take the bishop. No. Never mind. No, I'm not taking the bishop. I would like to take the bishop. We're not taking the bishop. Actually, bishop at d2 would have been interesting there to like trade off the queens to like remove that threat and then throw a new queen right back in.
Joanna needs to be extremely careful that she does not walk into mate in 1 because Pepe is winning the game here.
Yeah.
Right. If I'm Joanna, I am making 0 moves.
Yeah.
She's pre-moving.
This is. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, I think she was playing with fire, but it worked out. Our score is now 4-2, favoring Joanna and Pepe.
Well, this is a match.
Did someone else just join? I guess not. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm muting. Unmuting to chew.
Oh, no worries. So Joanna has been forcing some trades, which probably benefits Pepe, but it's kind of at the expense of her development. These bishops are not developed yet. She's moved her queen around a bunch of times. It'd be nice to see better development from her.
Development? What's that? I mean, she's got a lot of pieces on the side of the board that aren't developed. She should probably develop those. That would be my strategy.
Also good to develop. We could see a trade here, but I think just knight at f3, new knight at f3 is quite good.
I like pawn at d2 first.
Yeah, no, I like that too. I like that too.
And we're up time, so pawn should come. I think knight takes g7 is just a good move for ekrank anyways, but instead it's going to retreat the knight back to f4. Yeah, so as chessmaster, I want pawn at d2, king takes. If you go queen takes, then knight at f3 is completely devastating. And after king takes, I want pawn at c3.
That's opened up the rook file for Pepe. So knight at c4 would be quite good for Pepe. Maybe bishop
And the
takes
knight
bishop
is going to
first.
come. So it's just master. You can't trade queens here. There's no way your partner's surviving that. But that is a free bishop.
Oh, whoa!
Okay, and
He
he goes
didn't.
queen takes.
Okay. Wow. This is a great attack for Pepe. Now, 2 pawns are good.
Oh, they're down a lot of time though.
Yeah, but I like bishop takes. Now knight takes if pawn takes.
Yeah, ekrank giving his queen there, which I think is the correct decision.
So can Pepe just push f2? Yeah.
Okay, I think here as chess master you have to force knight and queen. So take this queen on c2. Oh yeah, and then bishop at g4. Okay, this same idea, and take the knight for your partner.
Oh, that's mate though.
Oh no, they didn't coordinate it. Ekrank played queen at f1. Yeah, they had a winning position there. Ekrank has to sit for knight at
Oh,
h3.
knight at h3. I see what you're saying.
Sorry, h6.
Knight at h6. Can I just go? Huh. That's weird. I think you
Yeah,
live
king
because
h8
the
is
queen
still
covers,
mating.
right?
Oh no, if you go king f8, I have queen at g8 and then queen takes f7. If you go king h8, I have knight takes f7, king g7, and then I bring my knight back to h6.
Okay.
Oh, that's just a draw though, because you can go to h8 again. Yeah, so I would have needed another knight.
Interesting. Our score is now 5-2, favoring JoannaTries and Pepe Lu. Can I get a lunch update?
We're about halfway through.
Okay. What are we having today?
We just got a rice bowl with some veggies, some seasoned rice.
Sounds good.
Yeah, we're.
Ooh,
I wish
chessmaster5000t
my food was
sacked the
interesting.
rook to get an attack on the king.
I don't believe in this whatsoever.
If I'm Joanna, I just take that rook.
Oh no, they're getting a queen. That's
now I believe now.
I hate when terrible
I
sacrifices
think
get rewarded.
queen at g8 is still interesting to guard some of those squares.
No, I would actually play queen at g8 and then
Oh
take
wow,
this rook.
pawn at g7. That's savage, and it might work.
Joanna is wild.
No, that might work as long as another knight doesn't come. Take the rook. Like it takes another knight to mate here, right?
Yeah,
I really like that move. I like pawn at g7. That's spicy.
That is so disrespectful. Your opponent just put his rook on f2 and was like, and? Am I supposed to care? Wow.
Chessmaster is up time. Oh, unfortunately, this could force the knight. Oh, there's the knight. It's hard for her to live after the knight. Oh, he didn't take the knight. What is that? Oh, he didn't because it's mate in 1. Mate in 1. Oh my god. You could save this knight now. You play like knight e5.
I mean, he still can't take the knight.
Throw a bishop there. Oh, she's throwing a pawn in there. Okay.
Yeah, blocking with bishop's better there because you're protecting the square that your king is on.
Bishop takes pawn. Bishop takes pawn, and she's safe forever. Even if the knight comes, it's not enough now. Okay,
Yeah,
it's time for Joanna. Yes. No. That was unfortunate. If she'd played queen at g8, then could have done all this with initiative. Now Joanna has problems again. Maybe queen f3, something like that.
Yeah, that looks like a good defensive move. Now Joanna just has to survive, and they have to play for a mate on Pepe's board.
Yeah,
and it's not easy for ekrank to defend, though. I will say Joanna has a much harder job defending this position.
Yeah. Again, she was completely winning if she'd played queen at g8 instead of just promoting. Okay, she finds a good defensive move.
F3. So this to me suggests she wants to keep the queen to try and attack, but here you need the game recognition to say we're playing for Pepe's board, and I just have to get safe, which means we want to place new pieces on the board. So I liked your move, queen at f3, a lot better, Chuck.
Oh, actually, I misspoke. I maybe I said queen at f3, but I meant to say queen to e3.
Oh, queen
I
at
was
f3 hangs the queen on d1, but I didn't care as long as I was living. I get rid of one of your knights, but maybe you did say queen 2 f3 and I just misheard you.
so knight takes knight is the thing. I think if you move to, is d1 safe? Maybe it's not safe because then you have queen at c, queen at c2, king over, knight takes queen. This looks
Yeah, I
pretty
thought we had to go
winning.
king f1, but this is just mate.
Yeah, Joanna is mated. Joanna is up time though. Maybe Pepe. No, Pepe doesn't have mate anymore. Ekrank has defended.
Yo, this match is hype.
That one really got away from Joanna and Pepe. Again, if instead of promoting, if she played queen at g8, completely win it. And the reason is something would have had to land on f8 to interpose. Then you play pawn takes, queen takes, queen takes, king takes, and that king is out in the open. So Chessmaster seems to really like getting his rook active. I suspect he'll sack again. That seems to be his jam. And this is actually a multi-purpose move because it also defends g4. I'd play king takes rook here for sure. Either knight takes or bishop takes. No, you can't leave that there. That's not good. Maybe she lives, but she was like completely fine if she just took the knight. Okay. I guess knight takes and queen takes or something like that. She's still in a lot of trouble. Yeah. This is just inaccurate defense from Joanna. Oh my god, going up? You can't go up. You can't take that knight. As much as I love taking stuff, but queen c5 is the thing. Gotta interpose something. It's looking real bad. So we'll pawn mates, I guess. Oh yeah, has the bishop resource, so that's mate. Joanna's mated. The lesson is when something checks you and you can take it, your first instinct should be to take that piece. He had like a bunch of ways to take this knight earlier and would have been safe forever. So our score right now is 5-4, I believe. Very close match. Chessmaster again looking to sack on Joanna.
Yeah, somewhere in the bracket, there's going to be someone who wins their group and is going to have to face whoever the loser is from this group. And I would not be happy facing either of these two teams as someone who won my group.
Yeah. Knight takes is probably the way to go here because you're now over defend. Oh, that's a free pawn. What? Why are we not in the business of taking free pawns? And Chessmaster gaining a huge spatial advantage. Unfortunately, when instead Joanna could have had a free pawn. And now she's giving up a piece for not much reason. And that piece is being used to harass Pepe.
Okay, nice hit from Chessmaster playing the pawn f6. If pawn at d6, there was a bishop at b4.
Another piece. Probably the queen trade first, though.
Ooh, this queen trade looks bad for ekrank though. Oh no, Pepe should have gone pawn at h6. This is still strong, but it doesn't seem as crushing as pawn at h6 was. Like, you probably win the queen here, but we could have won the king and all like that. Well, I want to play queen takes f6 so bad, but I don't think we have enough right now.
So Pepe has won the pieces back that Joanna lost. If knight takes, you have bishop at b4.
This is again a situation where Joanna's only job is to survive.
No, Joanna, no. Joanna sees a check, she makes a check, but that wasn't like the right check.
Yeah, this is like bishop at b4, but worse.
Much worse. Although, yeah, just take that bishop. No. Why are we not in the business of taking pieces? That's a piece. Take a piece. So if she took the piece, the thing is, with the knight check, your bishop would have guarded c7 at least.
Joanna, you're taking years off of Chuck's life by not taking these 3 pieces. I implore you.
There's another piece. Take the bishop. Thank you.
She did it. She heard your plea. She was like, I can't do this.
But now, unfortunately, we have like 98, whereas we wouldn't have had that before.
Well, I think that knight mates for Pepe Lu.
Okay, take the knight.
If he had played f8?
Take the knight, and you can actually move back to d8. The bishop covers. You're fine. I'm not sure why she's not taking that knight.
Oh, she's probably sitting for Pepe.
Are we gonna see like queen at
d8? Queen takes
d8.
Oh, queen at f8 actually is just made if they get no pieces, but they're both sitting right now, which is not the thing to do.
Yeah, now Joanna is mated, unfortunately, because
the
of pawn at f7.
C7.
No, but pawn at e7 is pretty savage.
Oh yeah, I was gonna play king b8.
Oh, king b8. I like king b8. Yeah, that's a nice move there.
Yeah, but this coordination was quite poor. They like Pepe Lu went for the queen at f8 line, but after Joanna gave a piece for them to block with. If they had played the same idea, that seems like not the square.
Yeah. Oh, actually, you can go straight down now.
Yeah, but I think no. This is mating. There's pawn at d7, bishop at f8.
Yeah, but that involves a bunch of moves. No, why would you go over?
Well, that involves one less move.
That makes it even easier. Oh, okay, take that. That's a bishop.
He's forcing the king to the
take the bishop. That's a bishop.
Oh, it's not even mating anymore because we need the bishop for f8.
Joanna, take the bishop. Why are we not in the business of taking pieces? Take the bishop.
I think she
maybe she doesn't see that c7 is guarded. Come on,
either that or she thinks sitting is safest here because Pepe Lu is just mating on his board.
Yeah, that's reasonable. But still, I mean, it's a bishop.
Oh, please.
So, by the way, this is a testament to how much Pepe Lu is dominating on his board. Look at how many pieces Joanna has to drop, how many pieces her opponent has to drop, and keep in mind Joanna was losing pieces through the whole game by not taking free pieces.
Yeah, shout out to Chessmaster. He tried to give all the pieces back, but Joanna's like, no, I refuse to take your pieces.
I believe in the pin. L rank. I like that. Or ekrank, I'm sorry. And Chessmaster really seems to like this opening. Joanna finally is defending g2 rather than letting the rook come in. I think is a good play. Because her being safe is really the most important thing in this matchup. Trying to get on.
There have been some games where she had strong attacks, so I think it's perfectly fine in terms of match strategy for her to get attacking positions. It's just when Pepe Lu has an attacking position, that is not the time to attack. You just need to live is your only job.
I think just knight takes bishop is reasonable. I understand that h2 is being attacked, but I don't think that's like the end of the world. I would just grab this bishop if I were Joanna. I don't like that. So that just loses a piece. Maybe pawn at b7 to try to tempo the rook. But now Joanna has some problems. Because Joanna's thinking defense rather than offense now that she's given that piece. And Pepe Lu has to play down a piece. Let's keep marching that pawn.
Yeah, Pepe Lu's got some nice initiative along the h file. I kind of want to sit for pawn at h3 actually. I'm sorry, g3 I meant. Ekrank tries to get some counterplay with queen b4, but I don't think that this is anything to worry about. I think we want to take on g2 actually.
Yeah.
If we put up on h2 check, it gets in the way of our attack. I don't think that this sacrifice was necessary.
No.
King G1 here, yeah.
Like, this would be a good position for Pepe Lo if he were up time, but he's not. Maybe he's thinking rook check followed by queen d1. But unfortunately, ekrank has some pieces to interpose and is up time.
Yeah, so queen
That
d7 here. I
kind of
assume the idea
forces the
was to
queen
castle
trade.
queenside. Yeah, you can't leave this pawn here. I mean, if you had a blocker, you could put something on d6 and
Yeah,
be safe.
but they don't, and they're down like 13 seconds, so gotta take that.
Joanna's safe, though.
I wouldn't go that far.
As in, queen doesn't mate her, is what I meant to say. Whoa. Okay, knight mates for ekrank and rook mates for ekrank. And there's a rook.
Yeah.
All right, Chuck, tell me right now, are we getting overtime this match?
Probably. It's frustrating because Pepe Lu and JoannaTries have missed like most of these games that they've lost. They've been in winning positions, and it's unfortunate. So our score right now is 6-5, favoring JoannaTries and Pepe Lu. And again, Chessmaster goes for like this sacrifice every game. I hate this bishop move. I tell people always don't play the bishop move. It prevents development. I mean, I see she's just trying to prevent a sack, but there are much better ways to do that.
And she didn't even prevent the sack. Oh, and downtime, this looks like a death sentence.
Yeah, the downtime, like pawn check, and there's just a few diagonals is going to mate. She's going to use the bishop.
I would have held on to the bishop there because you'd like to put a bishop on f5 now.
I like this move because the bishop takes c4, which she didn't see.
King d7 was a move. Okay, Pepe Lu can hold bishop though, and Joanna has to communicate that. Yeah, I think as long as bishop doesn't come, she's. Oh, I missed this resource. No, this is mating.
King d6, I assume, but yeah, it looks pretty bad.
All right, we're gonna have a 6-6 match.
Why is she not moving? That's not a move. Okay, now a pawn mate. He can't hold a pawn for 30 seconds.
Easy hold for Pepe Lu. He's not gonna see d3. How did he see d3? That's amazing.
That was like JoannaTries probably didn't live anyway, but at least try to live. Going down is not trying to live. Okay, the score is all tied up now. Unfortunately for Pepe and Joanna, I think their opponents have found the winning strategy, which is just sack and JoannaTries, and she's not going to defend accurately.
Yeah, I think. So normally I think the colors of the boards isn't that important for determining the matches, but here, because there's such a huge rating disparity, I think the games where JoannaTries has white are going to really favor their team, because I think Pepe Lu is just outclassing his opponent regardless of color here. And
whoa, what? Well, how did Joanna get the queen back there? Okay. Joanna is actually pretty crushing here. Honestly, I like knight takes d5 for Pepe to try to get that knight out of there. And once the knight's out, you have rook at e8.
Oh, that's beautiful play, Chuck. Yeah, this was okay, but yeah, no, your knight takes d5 looked a lot better. Yeah, take this and then queen h5.
Oh, you can take you take that either way. With bishop looks better. Yeah.
Yeah, this looks good. I'd like a bishop at e8 here.
Yeah, I like bishop at e8. Oh, well, that's mate. Okay. Bishop at e8, more accurate, but if your opponent's going to like blunder into mate, then I'll take it. Our score is now 7-6, favoring JoannaTries and Pepe Lu. And yeah, basically any game where JoannaTries can live, they're and not like lose too many pieces, like they're gonna win. So
all right, I'm turning into the biggest ekrank and chessmaster fanboys for this particular game. I need some overtime in my life. Let's go chessmaster, you got this.
Oh yeah, I
Oh,
forgot
no,
this. I forgot this was
let's.
the under 2000 section, which is first to 8. So this may be match point.
Chessmaster hung his bishop on e5, like completely free, and Joanna was like, "I'm good." And Chessmaster decided, "No, I insist. I will be losing a piece," and sacked on f2. So Pepe Lu needs to hold the knight here. Unless ekrank is willing to sacrifice his queen for the knight, in which case I'm happy to allow him to do that. We want to prevent
Maybe
knight in
even
e3.
f5 here. It creates a weakness on e6, but if you're going to be throwing out some chess moves, I like e5.
f5. Chuck, I didn't know you were such a chess player.
So for Joanna, maybe queen e2, or okay, that's interesting.
I think I like bishop at h5. I just want this knight to not be here anymore. Though if Pepe Lu is giving knight, then I guess this is fine. Honestly, this isn't a big deal losing the queen here. It's not going to hurt Pepe.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
needs the move though. Like sometimes when she's losing something, she like goes into the tank. It's just
I like
lose it and
king
move on.
e1 to bait him into bishop at f2 and see if he wants to give me some more pieces to take my queen with check.
Yeah.
I don't think Chessmaster is ever mating here unless he gets a queen. Maybe enough diags can do something, but
llouci maybe queen f6. Okay, he's gonna march his a pawn. Oh, and that pawn's gonna march all the way. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a runner. We have a runner.
Woo. We have some chess players in this match. I don't think I've ever seen the pawn from a7 get to a2 in a bughouse game.
This may be maiden. Oh, I guess she can get to a3. A3 is now her target.
Yeah, I think they could have benefited from a sit a little bit sooner. There's no reason he should have gotten this much material.
Come on, Joanna, go. Why are you sitting? Go. Like the more she sits, the more material Chessmaster is gonna get. So it's gonna go from safe to dead. Come on, go.
Which is good for me because I'm rooting for overtime. But
go. King b3, only move. Let's go.
Yeah, they have so much material. If she doesn't die, Pepe just wins in chess.
Of course.
So I don't like Pepe giving up there. All right, a3 to make space for your king, but please don't find it because I want
like
overtime.
a3.
Yeah, and now Chessmaster has to find a mate here because ekrank is clutching onto bare life.
a4 is fine too.
She finds a3. Okay, I think that's going to propel them to match victory.
Yeah, you can play knight takes.
Long for this world.
There's some funny moves here, like bishop at c6. Bishop at c6, followed by pawn at c7.
Pepe Lu is collecting every single piece that this man owns. He said, "I want your house.
She found it.
I want your kids.
She found it. Pawn at b7. Let's get in there.
Wait, Chuck, you do not get to say, let's
take
get in
it,
there with your king on b3. That is not the time to get in there.
It's absolutely time to get in there. Let's go down.
Okay, well, this is mate now.
Where's the mate?
And then knight at c3 is mating idea here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but he's not going to find
downtime. That's not an easy mate to find. We'll see if
the chances of him find it would be much lower if she would just move rather than sit in. Like that's my biggest frustration.
Oh, no,
yeah. Okay, just throw a bishop in. We're fine.
Still mate here.
Go. Come on. Go.
Okay, he finds it.
No, but he doesn't find it if she moves. if she waits, she gives him an extra 10 seconds every move to find the grandmaster move. If she moves, he has to move instantly, and he's gonna blunder.
Yeah, well said. Oh no, ekrank walked into mate in 1. Oh, they're just barely up time, I think.
Well now she should sit. Okay. So she moved when she well, I guess she was downtime anyway. But
yeah, no, but to your point, Chuck, that game, the margin of that game was less than a second. If Joanna makes even one of those moves just the slightest bit faster, then they win that game.
Yeah.
All right, we have overtime. I'm content. I'm okay with any outcome.
Yeah, our score right now is 7-7. We have a win by 2 condition, so 9-7 would satisfy that.
So, do you think the match going to overtime favors either of these two teams?
I I mean, honestly, like I said before, I think that Chessmaster and Ekrank have found the winning formula, which is to sack on Joanna. So that's basically my worry. Bishop at f7. Okay, now Joanna is at least a little bit safe. Get that knight out of there.
Yeah, we can take this and go pawn at e6.
Yeah, for sure. The knight guards that for now. Yeah, I like just continuing to develop.
Ooh, that queen trade I'm not a fan of.
It's not great for Joanna, but she can hold this.
Nice coordination from ekrank and chessmaster here. Pepe Lu has a position where some trades could really get some initiative for him, and they're proactively sitting. Here, I think king f8 is the move, actually.
I agree. I don't like this because after pawn takes pawn, now the bishop is looking at f7, the b3 bishop.
Yeah, and that gets a lot scarier. Honestly, maybe best play after d takes c6 is to just take on e6 and allow them to win our queen with promoting to c7. With pushing the pawn to c7.
There's another option, which is to take c7. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is getting even more dire.
I don't like this.
Not a fan, no.
Okay, although pawn at f7 was
maybe queen at e4 to try to guard these scary squares.
Yeah, that looks like
always check. It might be mate.
The problem now is, well, there are a couple of problems. One,
there's a lot of problems.
King is going to be safe forever.
Yeah, but after queen at e4, like unless knight at e3 is. Oh, I don't like the rook.
Rook e8, a huge blunder from ekrank. Now Pepe Lu would have had a winning chess position if he had played pawn at d7 instead.
He still can.
Yeah, now I don't think this is winning in chess anymore.
No. Okay, JoannaTries should probably trade the pawn for him. Oh, that just hangs a piece. Yeah,
pieces matter.
It really frustrates me when Joanna just hangs a piece for nothing, which we see a lot of these games. And Pepe is down a lot of time. That's not really a thing. I guess wants to take the bishop and then move the king, but yeah, Pepe's dead now.
Yeah, ekrank just wins in chess. Yeah, he needs one blocker to defend the rook on e8, and
we're just knight at. Yeah, I mean, this is just one for ekrank. And JoannaTries did not need to hang that piece.
Yeah, and hanging pieces is always bad, but here it has an even bigger impact because the position is so simplified on Pepe Lu's board that the importance of each individual piece is amplified.
Yeah.
And here we just have mate in 2. No, maybe a little more than 2. There's some queen d5 stuff here, but mate very soon.
Yep.
Oh, I mean, this is just mate. No, we can pre-move rook at f4. I'm sorry. We can hover the rook at f4.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because again, Pepe Lu. Well, this was a little different. Pepe Lu had a completely winning position and botched it a little bit, but Joanna did not help by having an unsafe king and hanging a few pieces.
All right, this is a must-win game, and Joanna, we see with the black pieces again. If I'm chessmaster and ekrank, I'm ecstatic to see that we've got white on the lower-rated board.
Yeah.
I think another thing that chessmaster and ekrank have picked up on as the game has gone along is they're sitting a little bit more proactively in important spots on the Pepe Lu board.
Yeah, now Joanna's already made it.
Oh no, King F8 is accurate, so she's still alive here.
Yeah. So if something
Oh, I
drops on
think
F7,
Rook
you
takes.
can't take it. You have to go to F8.
Yeah, I assume she'll.
No,
Oh, I
now it's
thought she was gonna
over.
find F8 again because she played it the first time. Yeah, King F8 and you were
Yeah.
still alive there.
I mean, still alive,
Alright,
but I've
barring
lost like a ton of pieces.
yeah, barring an act of God, this one is
Yeah,
over.
this match is over and should have gone the other way. So that's unfortunate.
Yeah, bishop at F7 and then queen at H5.
Yep. Or a knight check works too. Okay. GG's. Okay. Final score 9-7. Favoring ekrank and chessmaster5000t. So the end in time was pretty perfect because it is noon. We have a bunch of matches scheduled to start at noon. Josh and Victoria versus Reinhardt and Death by Checkmate.
Oh, I just got word from the players. They have agreed to move their match back 30 minutes to help
Okay.
accommodate for all the other matches
Okay,
that were
well, let's
scheduled at this
see.
time.
Is the Helm's Night match going on now? So let's.
Yeah, Chicken had said, okay, we're ready 1 minute ago. So let me check if the other players are online.
Okay.
I'm not sure if Charkvoss is planning on streaming because if he is and he covers that one, it might make sense for us to do the other U2000 match.
Yeah, we can check to see. He's not streaming right now.
Oh, okay, okay.
And when you say Helm's Night is ready, by the way, is Helm's Night online? Okay, hold on. I think I need to friend a bunch of people because again, chess.com keeps removing my friends. We're gonna friend.
Gotta
We're
stop
gonna
with
friend
these manual
JoannaTries.
errors.
We're gonna friend
Just
Pepe
take
Lu.
responsibility for your mistakes and stop blaming chess.com. It's a well-designed site.
Okay. And I'm just gonna keep another 2 people.
Dinesh Ivim is online but idle. Let's see about Liga.
Okay, and llouci. Let me see. Am I
think
spelling that wrong?